Oh, shit! Are you trying to say? Oh, damn.
Very nice job, ladies.
Is there a completely different set of sign language for politically incorrect profanity shit? Are you guys just making shit up on go? That means like this dude's fuck.
There you go. SPF, I like ASL.
Sorry about that. But I will do absolutely nothing to correct it.
So my question is, your stories are amazing. You don't need to be wound up. So please keep up with the humor. But I wanted to know, you do so much for positivity, so much for charitable work. I'm volunteer with Pinups for Pit Bulls, and you've done stuff with that group as well, and it's very appreciated.
I like pinups.
Who doesn't like pinups? But I really just wanted to kind of give you your platform as to what enabled you, empowered you to be able to be a positive figure for everybody and to, spread good in the world.
You know, it's funny that a lot of Muhammad Ali quotes are just now coming around, but he was one of my childhood heroes, as I'm sure. That's certainly not unique. But, it's like one of the quotes that he said back in 1970 was, kindness to others is the rent you pay for being here on this earth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really true. You reap what you sow. You give back. And a lot of people have been really kind to me. And it's funny, the first time somebody's kind to you, and it really is an impactful moment in your life. And somebody like Muhammad Ali, you can tell that there's nothing there. There's nothing there. He didn't even consider it. But you realize that things can be that lopsided. And one day you live your life hoping that you'll be on the other end of that. Hoping that you can do something that good. It's that fucking effortless, I mean, look around. There's a room full of people who just want to sit and hear me fucking make shit up and talk. It's pretty crazy, right? So, I mean, there's not a lot of stuff I'm good at, but there's a handful of things that I work really hard at. And if I can give back to the things that meant something to me in my life, if I can help get somebody else there, with his martial arts that I've spent, a whole lifetime doing, if I can put a kid on that path and maybe change it, I think that's the only reason you're here is to really, I think your purpose in life is to leave a better version behind, and hopefully two, maybe three, that's my goal. It's not, I just want to make my presence known, and I want to leave the world hopefully a better place, and I think that's everybody's goal, and maybe different platforms give you more areas to try and do that, but also it's self-serving, because it fucking makes me feel good, when everybody goes, wow, well, Tricia, she's great, wow, how good for her, who else does? No, it makes it fucking feel good, and it gives you nourishment for your soul, when you do something. I certainly, there's people that do far more than me, man, but if you can ever give a little nugget back, man, that's why you're here,
I'd say mission accomplished, and just keep doing it.
Well,
Hello, Sean. I'm Amy. I've met you earlier. We spoke a little bit.
I know who you are.
I am a huge werewolf fan, which is what I was talking to Sean Clark about for so long in your line, and I heard about your next project, or one of your new projects coming up about werewolves and you being a bounty hunter. I was wondering what you could share with us about that project, or any new upcoming stuff that you'll be in.
I had a film premiere at South by Southwest Festival called Johnny Frank Harris' Last Word. It's about a dude who killed a nun in 1981 in Amarillo, Texas. True story. Very bizarre, too, because he sat on his deathbed right before he was executed lethal injection. He said, I didn't do this. I think you guys are going to find out that I didn't do it, and everyone he's going to pay. Oddly enough, everybody in the jury started dying of weird, rare strains of cancer. Guy you can about train, who gets hit by a fucking train? You know what I mean? It's that story, really bizarre. And then later in the year, I have traffic, sort of about human trafficking. It's coming out. I did it with Ashley Judd. So that's two that are coming out. But what he's referring to is howlers. Now, howlers is a motorcycle werewolf, weird kind of bizarre story, but I worked 2 days. They consolidated all my work into 2 days. So I flew and I did it and I left. So I was there to see them shoot the rest of the stuff. So I don't have a good bead to tell you this is going to be good, that's going to be crazy, that's going to, I mean, the script is killer. But, you know, when you're there every day, you get a good monitor of like how this is going to play out. But because I flew in, I did 2 days and I left, and all my stuff is isolated, I'm just right. But it was fun. It was fun. You know, your motorcycles are werewolves. That's
Yes, awesome.
It sounds like a good time. That script is cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Yes, sir.
What's up?
How are you?
First off, I want to say my mom loved the video you sent for her on Thursday. I was
Yeah.
just as you remember.
Yes.
But I have a request rather than a question. Do you think you could record an alarm for me to get up to school as part of my dance?
Okay, he wants Rocco's Dead Wake the fuck up. Just hit the red?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Damien.
Hey, Damien, I just want to tell you that the snooze button is the first lie you will tell yourself today. It is an instrument for fucking losers. Right now, you decide what you want to do. I'm not going to yell. Feel free to go back to bed. But if you do, just know what I'm going to call you. Who here uses the snooze button? If you made a promise yourself last fucking night, shame the fuck on you. I'll tell you, shame the fuck on you. You're setting a precedent for the rest of the fucking day. Just my little 2 cents, man. It's the I swear to you, man, it's the tiny things. It's the tiny fucking things. Yes, sir.
First of all, hi. And
How are you?
I'm wonderful now. So, I was originally going to ask you, because you were clearly jacked, how much you bench. But if you look towards the far right,
Clearly, I got my soul on.
right, if you see the lovely Black Widow, that is my friend Nadia, and it is her birthday today. So if you could do something, maybe sing her happy birthday, or like curse at her in an Irish accent. I don't know what she wants. It's the birthday girl's wish, but
Let's get to the core of this, though. That's Nadia?
Red wig, yeah.
Red wig. And who are you to her?
I'm her, like, friend.
What do you mean?
If you look back row...
To be honest with you right now, are you drawing a little bit of blood just thinking about it?
It,
I'm not saying it to be honest, right?
none of them wanted to...
Have you dreamed about throwing a leg over? Let's get to the core. Come on.
None of them wanted to
Accurately
make
address
it
this. I need to understand the relationship.
She talks to me because she thinks I'm hot, I guarantee you.
But does she talk to you? She talks to you. Okay, happy birthday, Nadia. God bless. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name's Alana.
It's like
I
3
just,
people in here hate me. I just wanted a fucking alarm. A sermon. I just wanted a happy birthday. Just so y'all know, this has to be enjoyable for me, too.
well, what I wanted to say is my first con ever, and you made the whole fucking con. Like, the best and
I appreciate it. Thank you.
but I just wanted to ask, like, because you're famous, and Vita fans all over the
So
world.
famous.
I mean, obviously, you know. And what keeps you humble? What keeps you grounded? Like, you know, you're the most personable person, famous person that I've ever interacted with.
Let me tell you, that kind of unapproachable fame is something that you have to cultivate. It really is. I'm not kidding, and I don't have it. I don't have unapproachable fame. I mean, if you guys went to LA, you'd see me walking around Ralph's. No one fucking comes. I mean, I'm not making it up, and I'm not trying to sound overly humble, but I don't have that unapproachable thing. And believe it or not, neither really does Regis. If you come up to him, he's going to take a picture with you. He's not, if you surround yourself with that entourage, then people are like weird about it, and it becomes a thing. But if you just you, I mean, maybe once a day I can see somebody going, but that's, you know what I mean? It's not like I get mobbed anywhere. I go to the mall, I go anywhere. There's weeks that go by where not one person said, dude, did we go to high school? You know what I mean? But anonymity is important to me. You know why? But because it allows me to be a fucking dick when I need to. And being a dick when you need to is something my granddaddy told me was always important. Passion for everybody. But be ready to not have fucking any should the need arise. And I'll tell you, man, you're in a restaurant and they don't bring your food for like 45 minutes. I'm like, excuse me, I used to be a waiter in fucking soccer. You know what happens when Tom Cruise does that? It's on TMZ. Oh, fucking complain about it. You know what I mean? You gotta reserve the right to be a human. And I conduct myself like a regular human. I mean, I mow my lawn, I do all of that shit. Because I don't lose touch with that crap. At the end of the day, it's like, those are still things that I want to do. I want to run my hand on the contour of the car when I wash it. It's like, it's important, that shit. And I don't want my kids to grow up feeling like they're any different. I want them to realize maybe shit would have been different when they're 18. I want them to go, you mean to fucking tell me you could have afforded that big Lego set the whole time? And I go, yep. I gave you a work ethic on top. And that shit will pay dividends till you fucking 90.
Well, thank you, and for being my friend ever, I'm really glad.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Sean, I'm Jess. I've been a fan of yours forever. Like, I've seen Powder and some Hallmark movie that you made that I cannot remember the name of, but that was fantastic.
Thank you very much.
But my thing is actually, I don't know if you have any siblings, but I have a sister, and she's my older one, and she always talks about how she met you and Norman one time, and rubs it in my face over and over. So can you take a video on my phone just to make her jealous?
What's her name?
Stephanie.
Hey, Stephanie, when we met, did I do this? Yes, sir.
Can I get a lift too?
There's a lifting station. You moonwalk back down the hall.
So, my name's Logan.
My full name, buddy, is.
My question is, what was the most fun thing to record with the Blue Duck Saints, and what was the hardest thing to record?
Let's be honest. This is not a heavy taxing industry. You know what I mean? If I had to come up with the hardest thing on a movie set, it's like, fuck off, man. We're being paid an exorbitant amount of exotic currency and being treated as royalty. We're penguins and we're allowed to insert our fingers where we want. It's really bizarre. It's crazy. No shit. You live in a house inside of a truck in between takes, which is a lot of time. You have 24-hour short order cook or cookie anything. The hardest thing is it's just not hard, man. It's not. I've had real jobs. I've had real jobs my whole life. Paid well when I was 8. It could not be. If there's any producers in the room, I'm just kidding. It's fucking. I could really go to a place for that performance, man. But the truth is, it is. I mean, what's the most fun? Depends on what criteria I'm using to determine what's the most fun. In between takes, because you're with friends, or the most fun creatively, or the most enjoyable because at the end I have this piece of art to hand to someone. What do you think is a piece of art? But it's not a big taxing job. It's not that. I have ample free time to do anything. There's more people that want to be actors than want to be president of the United States. It's the truth. It's a highly, highly sought after profession. And I'm flattered, humbled, and honored to be a part of it. But it's not hard. And if anybody tells you it's hard, like, I had to do this, and I went to an emotional, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck the hell off. And I play a homeless person, so I lived on the street for years. Fuck you, stinky motherfucker. Take a fucking shower before you come to set. I need you to use real piss, motherfucker. It's just not. If anybody tells you it's really hard, they've never fucking worked a day in their fucking life. Never. You go to the military, go to boot camp, and you tell me this shit's hard. Fuck you. I'm honored to be a part of it. I don't believe it. But it's not the most taxing shit in the world, you know? In between takes, you're shooting the shit, you're jumping around, it's like, you know, action, blah, 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 cut. So anyway, where we're going tonight? Let's order some pizza. You know, it's doing something like Boondock, you know, I did it with one of my best friends. You know, so obviously, we're just doing crazy shit in between takes. We're doing anything we want. You know, the cumulative amount of work that you do in a day is, I don't know, 25 minutes. You know, spread out through a whole day. Then you have, you know, 11 hours and 35 minutes to do whatever the fuck you want. And in Toronto, there was a brass rail with Russian strippers! Ow! We heard about that from the taxi driver. He said it was, I heard it was good.
Speaking of Norris, will you be riding around a motorcycle with him this year?
Duh. He's got one of his motorcycles in my garage. I'm sure they'll swing by sooner or later, you know.
Awesome. All right, thank you.
That's coming up, the 12th. 12th. Tune in. My boy's got a motorcycle show on the 12th. I've already seen it, so I'm only mad.
So my friend saw you a couple years ago, right here, and they said you told a story about a horse. So talk
About
about
a horse?
A horse.
I've never repeated the story about the horse. A horse? Oh.
I'm glad you got that.
Handful of you fuckers want to know the story about the horse.
Yeah, I said horse.
The horse.
Horse.
I did tell the story.
That's one of the most excited you were at that time, so.
Well, you know, there was a horse on Boondock 2. Everybody remember the horse on Boondock 2? Raise your hand if you've never heard the horse story. Everybody in here is going, man, how did everybody give these stories? These are just true shit that I share. But in movie making, they ask you all the time, you know, if it's a movie about concert pianists, you know, they ask the actor, so have you ever played piano? Yeah. Philharmonic said, yeah. Actors are just so full of shit. I mean, you know, this guy's familiar with weaponry. Have you ever shot a gun? Holler, bang, bang. No shit, actors fucking lie. So obviously we're shooting this, and in the beginning, you know, there's some horse riding. So they call up Regis, you know, hey, Troy Duffy, he put us on through. He's like, you know, so, hey, Flanery, I wanted to, nah, fuck never mind, you're from Texas. Regis, can you ride a horse? Yeah. And I wasn't there, it was a conference call, but I knew the motherfucker's guest was my voice. And so when we got there, they had 2 horses, right? And I shit you not, I see they have a cherry picker, a crane, and Regis has a harness, and they're lifting Regis up, turning it sideways, and setting him on this fucking no shit. I swear to fucking God. Now there's some shit that I can do in my life, and there's shit that I can't do in my life. And there's stuff that Regis can do in his life, and stuff that he can't do in his life. Horse riding turns out to be one of the things Regis can fucking do. But if you remember, in that scene, I had to roll a cigarette, right? So, I mean, I'm on this thing going, trying to roll a cigarette, and I'm like taking the paper, and I'm looking over at Regis, and Regis is honestly going, he's even doing the old school thing, where like he holds the cigarette, and he never brings the cigarette to his mouth, but brings his mouth. Fuckers got like skills with that thing. I mean, he was talking to somebody and said, so anyway, like later on we're gonna go to the hotel, and I was looking at him like, what fucking technique black belt shit? It's fucking black belt cigarette shit. I'm over there folding the paper, like my shit's like spit dripping everywhere trying to roll this. I can't roll it, so he gave me a little tutorial, and they cut around me trying to roll a cigarette and put it in my mouth like I've ever had one in my mouth. I'm like, and Regis is doing his fancy shit. But we also have to be on a horse. So after they crank that motherfucker on, we're sitting there, and I'm riding my horse around. Honest to shit, my horse was buck fucking wild. There's B-roll of this. Like, honest to God, he tried to buck me off for like 60 seconds, and they got that all on fucking tape. So I pull him, and he comes down, and I pull up right next to Regis. And I swear to God, Regis is cool as fuck, man, twisting his cigarette up. He's folding it, licking it, rolling his tongue. It's like rolling, doing kind of dance, you know, like some chicks can like tie a knot with a cherry stem. Motherfucker can make a cigarette dance. Dance, I say. And he's sitting on this horse, and I swear to God, horse didn't fucking move, didn't rear up, didn't jump. Motherfucker horse just shifted his weight. Horse was like this, and it went. And Rita's like, Flanery! Flanery! Flanery's moving! It's moving! Flanery! It's moving! Fucking cigarettes tumbling out of his mouth. He's holding the mane, the reins are flopping. Flanery! Fucking guttural noises coming out of Rita's. You never fucking heard. I like to piss myself, man. It's a true story, I swear to God. We all died. And she said, wheel the crane in, pick Rita's up. I came out on a trailer and I saw him in the home run. Fucking, what are they doing? Oh, they're dropping him on the fucking pony. True story.
I'm so glad I stayed for your camera.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just wondering, between writing and acting, which one do you feel more passionate about? Like, if you had to choose one to do, like, which one would you want to stick with?
I'll say this. I didn't want to become a writer. I just had something I wanted to write. And I think that's different than acting. In acting, you can want to be an actor. You don't get into it because there's one certain play that you just want to do. It's a very different way of getting into it. Now, after writing, there's something else that I want to write. But I have no desire to just, let me adapt that story that's not connected to me. I have some things that I'm very passionate about that I want to put on paper. But I don't want to just randomly keep writing to be labeled a writer. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but I do get enjoyment from acting. But what punctuates my consciousness more severely? The writing. It's a different level and different type of place it puts you. And I'll say this, in a movie, there's 100 people you can blame if it sucks. That's just me. You're taking off your clothes and you're ready. So I'm an actor that wrote a book. How fucking stupid is that? And I know I'm going to be met with eye rolls. Half of you are probably like, fucking Flanery wrote a book, I'm kidding. And I get it. I get it. But, I moved out to LA to be a writer. I wrote a piece of children's theater, and then an agent said, hey, I did theater, acting in theater all through university, but becoming an actor in LA just seemed a little bit subjective to me. I've never been a fan of subjectivity. For example, if I ever did the Olympics, I would never want to be a diver and rely on a panel of people to say whether you won. I want to be Usain Bolt. You break the tape, fuck you. I don't care if you think artistic impression, my arms flapped a little too wide. I beat you, motherfucker. I like that. It's not like I didn't think I was a good actor. Not sounding arrogant, but I thought I was a good actor. University really. the prospect of me packing up and going out there and hoping people would decide and put me in film just didn't seem realistic. Turns out it is kind of realistic, but from my perspective, it didn't seem that way. But I thought I could write. So I wrote this children's theater. I went out, I was in wait tables, we're in a theater and producing my own play. And I knew I could do that. That's achievable. It's relying on me. Like, I'm not a fan of bungee jumping, but I'll tightrope walk, because that's up to me. Bungee jumping, you jump, you're like, fuck, oh shit's cool. I got a lot of strategy in my life. Hope ain't one. You know, it's like, I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna put everything to bed that I can. So I really moved up to be a writer. And the acting kind of happened. When she said, hey, let me submit you for some commercial, I thought that something was my income. Wait tables and producing plays. Yeah. And then it kind of took over. That's not to take away from it. I love it. I adore it. But it didn't seem like a high-risk reward for my life. And I just wanted a little bit more control. But I thought from early on that in my opinion, that I was decent at doing that. And it took a long time. I started a blog and started talking about things, and people plugged into it. And that kind of made me go, you know what, I'm going to write that story. And I did. But I wanted to write that story. I don't want to just, and as you guys know, people run blogs for one reason, to lead you to something else that you could buy. I don't sell anything on a blog. And people are like, man, you got to start doing your blog once a week. No, I don't have anything. I'm not trying to sell anything. When I have something to say, I write a blog. You know, Yahoo and Google, they contact me. What do you want to ask? What you can make this? I don't want to. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm trying to monetize it. You know, this is, I monetize in other areas. Like it's good movies and whatnot. If I have something, a story that I want to convey, if something happened to me, I write in a blog. And it became a pretty popular blog. And, you know, now there's a bunch of people that read the blog. And it kind of put writing back in the forefront. And it made me want to put pen and paper in the form of a book. And now I have something else I want to write. But I don't want to just, it's not like I have a goal to do 10 books in so many years. I have a goal to extinguish all the things I want to write and be done with it. But that's it. But yeah, that moves me. That was a really fucking long answer.
Sorry, I don't want to bring the tone down. That was a lovely answer. I saw you at your autograph table earlier, like gave me a nice wink, but I didn't actually have an autograph. I wonder if I could have a selfie as an actual memento to take home.
Of course.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, with you. Hey guys, so we got to wrap it up now. We have a raffle for everybody, and I want I want to give somebody a book. So let's do that quickly right now. First of all, stand up, you guys. Look what they made. Look at the shirts.
Did everybody get in for the draw? Everybody's name's in here, right?
And I'll tell you this, guys, you know, for something like writing a book, I've never been solely responsible for anything. Like I was talking about movies. You know, 100 people you can blame. There's only one person to blame for that. Whenever you see people that make shirts of your book cover, that's a different type of currency altogether. I mean, that makes you feel better than anything. So I'm honored that stuff like that even happens. So let's do a quick draw and see who gets a book. Sounds like they're hacking into the mainframe.
People were late.
But in the meantime, guys, I want to tell you guys, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, this is, you know, a lot of people, they come up to the table and whatnot, and they go, oh, you know, like somebody earlier said, you know, what you do for us, what you do for us, what you do for us. And I hear it, and I've certainly been, you know, on the other end, Muhammad Ali. It's like, you know, as a kid, you think, wow, what he does for everybody. But let me tell you this, man. Whatever you guys feel when you meet, you know, readers or anybody, it's nowhere fucking near what I feel when I see a room full of people like this. And I hope one day you guys can feel it. Because a lot of you guys travel a long way to sit in a room and hear me talk about something I've already been overcompensated for. But it's true, you know. And from the bottom of my heart, every time I sit in one of these rooms, the feeling comes back. It's like, this is, I'd love to say that this is solely why you do it. Obviously I gotta put food on my plate too. But this is a wealth that's different than any other kind of wealth, man. When you've done something, somebody just wants to come up to you and take adoration, widen the wall, and smear it all the fuck over you. There's nothing that feels like it, man. And it's a lopsided love affair, I assure you. Whatever you think you guys are getting the good end of the stick,